Hi, everybody. Welcome to the weekly training from Intrepid Wellness. I wanted to talk about the algorithm I go through when I think about if my horse should have time off in the winter or how much time off or the type of time off I'm going to give a horse. For those of you who don't know me, I am Shelly Thomas. My company is Intrepid Wellness, and my goal is to help horses and riders move and perform better. So let's talk about a few scenarios. I think there's like 4 buckets you could think about and figure out which one you fall in. The first is the rider needs. Maybe you need some time off. You've had a really tough year. You've got a lot of family and work stuff going on. And the thing is mental health is important. So at that point, no matter what the situation with your horse, you should consider time off because your horse will be in a better spot if you get yourself in a better spot. So here we have situation number 1, go ahead and give your horse time off. Situation number 2, you've got a horse, they're young, age 1 to 7 years old. They've been in like some sort of work all year or been handled all year if they're really young. They're healthy, they're sound, they don't have any rehab needs, and they have access to adequate turnout and a good amount of physical activity. Go ahead and give that horse time off. Third scenario, your horse is middle-aged. Age 8 to 14. They've been in work all year at some level, no big breaks. They're healthy, sound, no significant rehab issues. They've got access to good turnout. This is the group you could either decide to give time off or structured rest to. And we're going to talk about structured rest in just a second. And then finally, your horse is older, age 15 plus. They're healthy and sound. They don't have any rehab issues. They've got access to good turnout. I still would not recommend a big stint of time off for this horse. I would recommend structured rest. If your horse has had injury or has been in rehab program or does not have access to adequate turnout or the place to move around, then you're also going to give that horse structured rest. Who benefits the least from resting? Hands down, older horses. We think we're being kind, but really a body in motion stays in motion. So if we want our older horse to keep performing, we need to keep them moving. The other one is horses recovering from an injury. Injuries need progressive overload. They need consistency. And then again, if your horse has limited access to a large turnout where they can move around, buck play, kind of be on uneven ground, changing surfaces, that kind of stuff, then they need a little bit of work. But we can make the work different than it is throughout the rest of the year. So let's talk for a moment about what I call productive rest. And that is where you're going to incorporate some ground exercises, some play, and some easy rides to just keep your horse's body moving well. Here's the type of exercises you're going to do. Belly lifts, lateral tail pulls, dynamic mobilization exercises, often called carrot stretches, tail tucks, and then proprioceptive exercises. I'm a big fan of the Surefoot balance pads or something like that, and spend some time with your horse on those. You can do easy rides and sort of play with your horse, like hacks and trail rides. Groundwork, you can teach your horse new tricks. You can do some fun cavaletti or easy footwork exercises. You can build obstacle courses. And then you can go out like in a big field and do just easy walk, trot intervals out in the arena or out of the arena in big straight lines. The key here is all these, whether it's exercises on the ground or exercises riding, you're going to make them be like 15 to 20 minutes long. These are not big sessions. They're just designed to keep your horse in motion. Here's a sample schedule. You can kind of mix and match this however you want. Example number 1, you're going to do postural exercises, those ground exercises once a week. You're going to do play exercise once a week, and you're going to do an easy ride once a week. All of those are about 15 minutes each. Example 2, ride twice a week, do postural exercises once a week. Example 3, postural exercises 3 times a week, play exercises 1 time a week. Example 4, postural exercises 3 times a week, an easy ride 1 time a week. A lot of what determines how you figure out your schedule with your horse is where you live, the weather you're dealing with. If you personally want to stay out of the saddle a little bit more, you can ride less and do more groundwork. There's not a right or wrong here. The idea is we want to keep your horse's core muscles engaging. We want to keep them flexible. And to a little bit of an extent, we want to keep them carrying a load each week, especially if your horse is older. So try to throw in one ride a week if you can, at the minimum. And that's it. Let me know if you have any questions. This is just a little bit about me. I'm a physical therapist, both for people and horses, and I absolutely adore what I do. My goal is to help you learn more about equine performance, movement, and the best strategies for making your horse a resilient athlete. Have a great day.